Another interesting pattern for React component reuse are so-called React portals, which let you pretend that any random DOM node is part of your component child tree. Essentially what happens with the React portal is that you render something called React create portal as part of your component, and those children can be any random DOM node. You pass basically a DOM node that's over here into your component that's over here. It's kind of hard to explain, so let me just show it to you with some code. The normal use case for a React portal is something like a modal or something like a tooltip. To experiment with portals, we're first going to create a div that's going to hold our status ref to it, which we're going to put into our app state, and then pass to all of our buttons with the context API. We're then going to use a status portal, which is going to render as a child of the button, but actually in the status div, and that's going to show off how portals work. It's a bit contrived, but we do what we can. Here we're going to say status ref create ref, and we then render it outside of the context just to prove a point. State status ref. Because we have an app context provider, this is automatically passed to all of our buttons. In our button then, import the status portal. This is where the real magic of portals happen. Render our portal if the button was clicked. If it wasn't clicked, then we don't render it. It's going to show up in a completely different part of the app because it's going to be using React portals. We now define our status portal as a normal React component, and this render method is going to return an app context consumer, which is going to get our status ref in it from state, and if status ref.current is already defined, which at first it isn't, then we render a React DOM create portal. Portal is going to render a paragraph that says clicked, our current label, and that label is getting rendered into the current DOM node that status ref is pointing to. Now when I click alert high, it first alerts the alert box that we were building last time, renders a status here that's called clicked alert high. And if we look at our button, it's rendering a status portal here, but that status portal is actually rendered somewhere else. That can come in handy in some cases.